Friends, welcome to our channel PharmaTude, and our topic is solubility of gas in liquids. This is one of the smallest topic, and this topic is one of the easiest topic. And here the four or five types of factors are there which mainly affect the solubility of gas in liquids. So now let us go through it. So these four factors mainly affect solubility of gas in liquids. The first one is effect of pressure. This is one of the significant factor, or simply we can say one of the important factor which is affecting solubility of gas. Then second one is effect of temperature. Third one is salting out, and fourth one is effect of a chemical reaction. So we will study this each and every factor individually. So first one is effect of pressure. Pressure of gas significantly affects the solubility of dissolved gas. Now, the greater the pressure of the solution, greater will be the solubility, and hence the vice versa. So, higher the pressure, then higher the solubility of a gas in liquid. The effect of pressure is mainly given by Henry's law. So what is Henry's law? So it states that in a dilute solution, the mass of a gas which dissolves in a given volume of a liquid at constant temperature is directly proportionate to the partial pressure of the gas. So based upon the Henry's law, we can determine the partial pressure of the gas, and so higher the partial pressure of the gas, then higher is the solubility of gas in liquid. So by converting this statement of Henry's law into a mathematical equation, we can obtain the equation is, as per Henry's law, C, or simply the concentration of dissolved gas in gram per liter of the solvent, is equals to Henry's constant into partial pressure. So what is P? It is the partial pressure in terms of the mm of Hg of the undissolved gas above the solution, and can be obtained by subtracting the vapor pressure of the solvent from the total pressure of the solution. So the vapor pressure of solute we can simply obtain by subtracting the total pressure from that of the solvent vapor pressure. And Henry's constant, it is simply denoted by Kh, or it is also referred to as the solubility coefficient or the proportionality constant. Solubility of gas generally increase with increase in pressure, and on release of pressure the solubility of the gas decreases and the gas escapes. So here, in order to understand the Henry's law, we can take the example of soda bottle. So in the soda bottle, what happens that whenever initially the pressure is high, so at that time the solubility of the gas is high, but after some times the pressure inside the bottle gets reduces. So as a result of this, what happens that the solubility also decreases. So now, what is the effect of temperature? It has marked influence on the solubility of gas in liquid. So as the temperature increases, solution of most of the gases decreases. And why this happens? As they have greater tendency of the gas to expand in comparison of the solvent. It is therefore essential that caution must be exercised when opening the container containing the gaseous solution under elevated temperature. So higher the temperature, then lower the solubility of gas in liquid. So it is an essential condition, or care must be taken that whenever we are using any container, or whenever you are using any container which is having a high temperature, or simply we can say the elevated temperature, or in a particular reaction, whenever there are chances that we have to increase the temperature, then at that time we have to take a precaution that a particular gas having the compatibility with that temperature. If it is not compatible with that temperature, then due to this what happens, the solubility can be decreased. So we have to take care regarding the maintenance of temperature while catalyzing any type of reaction. Now the third factor is salting out. Here what happens, the process in which solubility of non-electrolyte is reduced by the addition of electrolyte having more affinity to the solvent than that of the non-electrolyte. And here they have given us the example that gases are often liberated when an electrolyte like sodium chloride is added. So what happens, we have dissolved. So what happens that whenever we have dissolved a particular gas, for example, whenever we have dissolved a gas in a polar solvent, so at that time what happens, that while dissolving the gas in a polar solvent, we have a high solubility. But whenever we are dissolving the sodium chloride, which is also a polar solute, so it is having a higher affinity to that of the polar solvent. So what happens, that the gas gets removed out, and so it gets removed out in the form of a precipitate. So as the sodium chloride is having a higher affinity for water, so gas molecules get simply precipitate out. So here it can be demonstrated by adding a small amount of sodium chloride to carbonated solution. And whenever we are adding a sodium chloride to a carbonated solution which is already having a gas, so what happens, that the liberation of gas occurs due to the attraction of salt ions to the water molecules, which reduces the availability of solvent molecule for the gas molecules to its greater affinity for water than that of a gas molecules. As sodium chloride is having the higher affinity with the carbonated solution, so as a result gas molecule starts going to liberate out in the form of the precipitates. So the care must be taken whenever we are adding any third component to the original solution, as due to this the chances occurs that whenever we are adding any third solution, then the solubility of the second component may get affected and its solubility can get decreased. So now last factor is the effect of chemical reaction. So here what happens in chemical reaction, if any between a gas and a solvent, it greatly increases the solubility of gas in the solvent. So here what happens, that sometimes due to the chemical reaction between the gas and the solvent, the solubility can also be enhanced. So here they have given us an example that whenever the reaction between the ammonia and sulfur dioxide takes place, then what happens, that the ammonia plus water gives ammonium hydroxide, and that ammonium hydroxide which upon dissociation yields NH4 plus and OH minus, and simply sulfur dioxide plus water forms sulfurous acid H2SO3, which upon dissociating form H plus HCO3 minus. So due to this chemical reaction, the solubility greatly increases, and so by increasing the solubility of gas in liquid, we have to choose we have to choose that type of reaction which simply enhance that reaction. But sometimes there are chances that the chemical reaction takes place in such a way that the condition is totally the vice versa, that is the solubility can be decreased. So we have to choose that type of reaction only which enhances its solubility. So thank you friends for this topic. And so now in our upcoming videos we will be keeping regarding the states of matter